Appreciate y'all having. Mama, we made it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Double Coverage with the McCourty twins. We're back here again. Got a special guest, but before we get into that, as you guys know, all you have to do is go on to YouTube or iTunes.
Mama, we made it.
Thank you. All you have to do is search Double Coverage with the McCourty twins. As well, we are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at McCourty Twins. Quick shout out to our partners here at Double Coverage, Boston Medical Center, Embrace Kids. We've all come together to tackle the sickle cell disease. And you can head to tacklesicklecell.org for more information on what we're doing. And also, coming up October 28th at Royale in Boston will be our annual casino night. Check the website out.
You can win big. You can win big. We got a lot of gifts.
For sure. Tacklesicklecell.org. Tickets, sponsorships, whatever you need, all the information is there.
Oh, we got something new this week.
We got a new sponsor.
We got a new partner.
Welcome NORMATEC to the Double Coverage family. Anywhere athletes are redefining their potential, NORMATEC recovery systems are helping them to push boundaries and exceed their goals. Recover faster, increase circulation, and conquer sore muscles with NORMATEC, the ultimate recovery for today's athletes.
They probably don't understand, though. You walk in the training room, you'll see a bunch of guys like this, legs up in the air.
They got the chairs.
They got
there.
on these big boots. Those are NORMATEC boots. So if you ever see that, you probably won't see it in our locker room. You don't gain access to that. We don't really show that much into the training room. But some teams might, and if you see that, that's NORMATEC, baby.
There you go. We want to welcome Elandon Roberts, a.k.a. E-Rob, a.k.a. Dark Grind, to the Double Coverage
And, I mean,
show.
he's the founder of the Boogeyman. He named the group the Boogeyman. I mean, most people say it's kind of corny if you name yourself. But
you came up with the name?
Man, we all came up. You know, it was a collecting group. You know what I'm saying?
The
So-
New England model.
Patriot
There
way.
you go. Don't want to
Yeah.
take credit. Let's get right into it. Breaking news. Marcus.
Breaking news, I did all of this stuff. Breaking news, Marcus Peters traded to Baltimore Ravens for
Linebacker.
a linebacker, Young, last name Young,
Yeah.
and a pick that we don't know. It'll probably be out by the time you watch this. Sorry, we didn't get the update, but we're breaking news here.
Crazy. Keep to leave on IR. You talking about a team that was in the Super Bowl last year, NFC champs, and now you're trading away your number 1/2, or wherever you want to place him and Keep, trading them away. Is this them kind of just getting rid of what they don't, or do you think could he possibly been a problem in the locker room? What we got going on?
I mean, we
here?
won't know. There, you know what I mean? McVay comes from, you know, that tree where, you know, you're best friends with Bill. You best friends with Bill, you keep everything in-house. So we probably won't know what happened. But, I mean, you just look, how was this now? 2 years ago, Marcus Peters playing in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Everyone, we're kind of sitting waiting to see what's this guy going to sign.
How
what
big
kind
of a deal is he going to get?
He's been leading the NFL, I think, in interceptions since he entered the league. I mean, sheesh. Now we look, you know, we're going to be on his third team in a, what is it, 3-year span? So
Yeah. Also, the Browns traded Austin Corbett, a 2018 second rounder, to the Rams. So the Rams are making moves. When you see a team trading guys right here, almost dead smack in the middle of the season, what does that mean what does that mean to you for a team that's doing that?
Man, I feel like on that side of it, you know, needs. You know,
Yeah.
the Browns, I feel like they need, you know, O-linemen right now. You hear a lot of coming out of there, you know, if it's true or false, you know. But I feel like, you know, from a lineman standpoint, with them wanting Baker to perform better, and I'm not saying that he's performing bad, but want him to have that protection that they need O-line around him. So I feel like they're investing in the right direction.
when you got a franchise quarterback, got to protect him.
Sure.
I mean, what was that, last year? We seen Seattle trade for Dwayne Brown, or was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago
You go
from
get,
Texas.
you know what I mean? Houston trades for Laremy Tunsil this year.
Yeah.
You got to protect these nice quarterbacks.
So the officiating in the game last night, Monday night game,
man.
Troy Vincent comes out today and says the second foul against Trey Flowers, the hands to the face, was not a foul and was not the right call. I read this like, well, what about the first one? Because that was not a foul either. But when I see stuff like this, it pisses me off, because I remember being in Tennessee losing a lot of games, but that's neither here nor there.
Because of the refs?
No, just losing games. But I remember you lose a game, and I remember I had a pick in a Cleveland Browns game. Now, we ended up losing. Yeah, we lost to the Browns. Ended up losing, but ended up getting a pick, returning it, almost touchdown, 1 yard line, and got called for illegal contact, which was a terrible call and probably would have sealed the game and been done. They ended up scoring on that drive, kept the game alive, going into overtime, lose the game. We come in there on Monday, and as Wiz and Hunt's going over the game, it's like, yeah, I talked to the officials. They said this shouldn't have been a penalty. And it's just like, What do we do with that now? Like,
Terrible.
the game's over. We've already lost. I saw Troy Vincent said they'll be reaching out to the Ford family to apologize. But
I think that is by far one of the dumbest things the NFL does. You lost a game yesterday. You probably lost because our officials blew it, but we're sorry. It's gonna affect your playoff standing. It's gonna affect where you stand in your division.
our bad.
Maybe you won't make the playoffs this year and you're one game out.
Do you guys think it's possible, though, to have, because I know this has been talked about, an official that's at home watching that can be able to call in and be able to reverse a call, change a call, whatever the fact may be? Now, I know we have the challenge with the interception rate, but like blatant calls like this, blatant calls like the one in the NFC Championship game last year, where it's just like maybe he's on the sideline, maybe he's up in the booth, where he's able to hit a quick replay and it's just like, nah, stop. Like, game-changing plays. Like, that was, the first one was third down and forever. They get off the field. The second one, third down, they get off the field. You go back. Do you guys think that's possible to have an official that does that?
What you think, E?
Man, when y'all was just talking about that, I was thinking in my head like, man, would they ever go to a league where all fouls is looked at?
Yeah.
You know,
I think Bill
but
talks
reviewable.
about that every
yeah,
year.
it's kind of hard because do you go and look at every holding call? Do you go
Yeah.
look at this? And it slows the game down
May
and
not be
stuff
enough
like
TV
that.
time.
Yeah, so it's a lot that goes into that, but I definitely feel like, you know, it's a lot of games getting cost right now by that. And, you know, we all know Trey, so we know
Tough watching it.
if anybody know he doing it the right way. And,
It's us.
seeing that call on him last night twice and in crucial times and stuff like that, it was like, man, it's crazy. But I want to ask you, was you more disappointed that your interception got taken back, or
That they
was
lost.
that you lost?
My interception, we was losing anyway for the season.
So
I mean,
did you was more upset because you wanted that stat, or you was more upset because y'all lost?
I mean, both, but if I could have had the interception with the loss, it would have been a better feeling. I mean, at that point, we probably won 4 or 5 games that season, so it didn't take us out of playoff contention. I'll just say that. But
Yeah.
But I do think with the officials, I do think this starts at the top. Like, it's everybody keeps going at Riveron, the head of official. I mean, but to me, it starts at the owners and the league office. We have refs that are part-time employees. We have was a 14, 15 billion dollar industry right now the NFL makes a year. We can't get full-time refs, give them benefits and give them all of that. They have huge impact on the game.
it
Like,
could,
why
be
do
it could be an avenue for retired players as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Step right
We
into
could just be, we
officiating
could
a
just get the
program.
cycle going. But like, we have guys who are full-time lawyers in their off time. Like, they do this for fun. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
for
hot.
sure.
They enjoy it and they work hard. But like, if you have to have another job, I mean, you can't put being an official at the head of everything. And I think it kind of shows. Like, you see, I even saw my man McAfee was ripping the refs. He was like, a lot of the good refs left, and now you heard John Perry last night on ESPN. Every bad call, he's watching the replay. He's like, probably shouldn't have been called. Like, some of the refs that ref for a long time in the league are like, I'm going to go to these network channels, get good jobs. You know what I mean?
That's
Have a
good-
good
that's a
job,
good
pay
point.
well, because they pay better than the industry that's making all the money.
That's a good
Like,
point.
it's ridiculous.
Speaking of that game, was awesome. They kept panning in the crowd and showing Matt Stafford's wife, who underwent surgery in the offseason, and just to see her at the game having a good time. We actually got a chance to practice against him, so I heard great things about him. So happy for his family to see.
Shout out Matt Stafford, man. All I'm going to say is keep finding Galladay. He's on my fantasy team.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, over 100 yards in the first half. Picked up my fantasy dub. I am now 3.
See, this is my issue with fantasy.
I'm 3.
The team lost, and all you're talking about is the fact
Well,
that
I play. I don't care
somebody-
about any team winning.
But yeah,
I don't care
you're-
about
but-
any team winning.
Yeah, I guess.
I
so.
only care about the Patriots winning. Everybody else can
But
lose.
you're a representation of a lot of the fans out there playing fantasy football. I'm watching the game with my wife, and she wants to put her glasses on so she can make sure her fantasy football player is either catching the ball or whatever the case may be.
and she
I'm
didn't do
just
well because
like-
she caught that L last night too. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Galladay, big game. I knew I needed to draft him.
Community
from,
involvement.
practices.
We had Dietrich Wise through a block
the block party, had the block jumping.
at Mattapan, Massachusetts.
With the Mattapan Teen Center.
Yes, awesome block party. We weren't able to make it, but heard great things. Wanted to shout my guy D Wise out. Dev shouting him out today, rocking the T-shirt.
Wise
up.
Wise
Wise
up.
up.
So
Wise
I
up.
don't know if you can get them. I don't know if they've hit the press
They're coming
yet,
soon. They're
but-
coming soon.
But Wise, unlike some of our other teammates, when he produces a T-shirt, he is able to get them out.
We'll get to that later in the show. We'll get to
Okay,
that
we'll
later
get
in the
to that
show.
later.
Yeah,
Okay, I won't get.
we'll get to
So
that.
let's talk about. We had Thursday night game. We had the weekend off. Coach gave us Saturday off, Sunday off, and Monday off. Couldn't believe it, but we got 3 days
We don't
off.
have a game till Monday. Let's not act like that was pretty
We
good.
still got the off days. What did your weekend consist of?
Went apple picking. Kids was sick.
Boring.
Wife
was sick.
Wife was sick. I had to be #1 dad.
Kid's birthday party.
Kid's birthday party. I had a lot going on though. I had a entertaining weekend with a lot of stuff.
E-Rod, what'd you get into this weekend?
Mine's
Trip back to Houston?
Nah, mine was different this year. You know, with the little one coming, then came, and you know, I just stayed at home.
Ooh.
I basically took over. I did whatever the wifey needed me to do.
Oh, we need
cook?
You know, I didn't cook.
We need to bring Tori on the show when he
cook,
say I took
but-
over. We need somebody to
Yeah,
say
we need to
that.
validate.
I was able to change a diaper, do all that stuff. You know,
Change
I
every
did it.
diaper? Every diaper?
Not every one of them.
But a good amount.
But a
That's
good
right
amount.
I'm
there.
just
A good
checking to
amount.
see.
You know, so I held it down.
What'd you
and
do,
just
J-Mac?
chilled the whole time.
What'd you do?
Did a little the same things you did. Kid's birthday party. I definitely, we went to the farm. Farm was cool, man. And Natick, right? That's how I say
South
it.
Natick.
South-
Lookout Farm.
Lookout Farm. Oldest farm in America. 1651. I learned something when I went.
That's pretty impressive.
1851, I think.
No, it was 16.
Okay, yeah, I was paying attention.
Pretty impressive.
So I had a good time, man. I had a good time. But let's get right into it. Breaking down this Washington. We'll start with the Washington Redskins game because we haven't been here in a while. Thursday night game.
Yeah, sorry if you're angry that we miss you, but I think it's more important that we focus and try to win games than you see our beautiful faces on our podcast.
Yeah, so winning on the road, how cool is that, winning on the road? Tough, same thing, does it matter? Well, it wasn't really a road game, though.
Yeah, it was weird. We had a lot of Patriot fans in there.
Exactly.
They weren't happy in Washington. They're not. They're not happy with what's
Had
going
the Brady
on.
chant going.
They weren't happy. They weren't happy. But it was cool to see they got a win this weekend. So, but us being there, I thought it was impressive to see our fans come out and kind of take over a stadium. I think it was either the owner or the GM said something about, well, a lot of their fans probably sold their tickets, so they ended up having a good weekend too.
I guess so. Win that game, followed up by Jay Gruden getting fired. Do you guys feel like you're the reason that Jay Gruden was fired? Loses his job right after you guys play against him and dominate on defense?
It's a lot going on, man. When people get hired and fired in this league, it's more than one game, and I like to say it's usually more than one season. But in Arizona last year, they fired Steve Wilkins after one season. So Wilkes, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Right.
After one season, so who knows?
Definitely. Then you come back home Thursday night game. What does it mean when the defense is able to score when they're on the field?
Man, that was dope. That was dope. You know, I know a lot of guys always, we always joke at Kyle, but seeing that banana lean out there and get that goal.
That banana.
Now a play like that, does Bill get on him? Because I know, like, here, you don't reach the ball. And me and Kyle said, we're sitting in a team meeting. When Bill didn't say anything to him about reaching, he was like, I should have bet everybody on defense. Because we all thought for sure Bill was going to say something about him reaching the ball. Because if that ball slips out of his hand while he's reaching, it's a touchback. But, like you said, great play. What difficulties does it bring Thursday night games? Your short week, you don't get a chance to practice. How hard is it to prepare for Thursday night games?
Thursdays for me them Thursday night games for me is the hardest because you got to get your body back right. But at the same time, you can't put too much stress on a team, and you don't really practice like you usually practice. So you got to stay locked in and all them walkthroughs. You got to really dive into the film, just make sure you're there. And at the same time, your game plan not that big. You got to keep it a little simple so you be able to execute it because of the quick turnaround. So.
For sure.
And I think preparing for it's hard, but I think one of the biggest things we saw was just the amount of injuries all over the field Thursday night because you're asking your body to something you do every 7 days. Now you're asking your body, hey, man, I know we don't usually do this, but, I know I usually just start feeling better Thursday. Can I make you go full go again? And you saw injuries kind of all over the field.
And I think about 2 years ago, Richard Sherman tears his Achilles, which he had been dealing with on the injury report week in and week out, but kind of you nurse yourself back for Sunday, you know what I mean? Maybe take a rest day and all of that treatment throughout the week. Then he goes out and plays on Sunday, plays Thursday, ruptures his Achilles. So, like you said, injuries always seem to show up a little bit more in those Thursday games.
Safety's the most important part of the game, they say.
So they say. But we're not here to debate
still making
that.
15 bill.
And
just so you know, the farm was founded in 1650, not 1651.
Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for proving me wrong. Do you take pride in winning against NFC opponents? Because you don't get to see, like, how many times you probably, that was what, maybe the fourth or fifth time you played against the Giants in your 10-year career, not
counting
including preseason.
not even like
Yeah.
maybe I think third.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fun. I think you take on a whole division, so you get to see where you stack up against a division, especially like this division historically is always a pretty good division with Washington,
Yeah.
Dallas,
Especially us growing up in New
Giants,
York.
Eagles,
This was the teams you always saw.
So it's pretty cool taking them on. And I mean, I remember years where we've taken on sometimes and like we have 3 losses in the season and 2 of them would be from the NFC and something like that. And just hearing that, it's kind of like, man, we ain't showcased that. We could go out there and beat anyone when you lose to teams like that. So I think it is. I think teams across the league probably take pride in playing other divisions.
Now, how fun is it for you guys as a defense being out there on the field?
You're on the defense too, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm conducting. I'm the one asking the question. I mean, you start this game off. Steph deflects a pass. John Simon picks it off. Later on, Duran picks a ball off. Then Steph picks a ball off. Then Jamie.
I can't say a cool secondary name.
Jamie forces a fumble. KV picks it up. And then
Boogeyman.
not only that, where you force 4 turnovers on defense,
and half of them was Boogeyman.
Then you have Bolden block a punt, and I guess another member of the Boogeyman, Chase Winovich, is able to pick it up. What does that mean as a defense when you're out there? How much fun is that just watching? Not only the fact that you're making plays, but so many different guys making plays across the board.
Side note, I mean, obviously the Boogeyman are going to make a lot of plays. You guys have a ton of them in your group. I mean, when you have
the
them,
defense
half
is
the
part of the
defense about
Boogeyman.
the Boogeyman.
Defensive ends, outside linebackers, inside linebackers, like.
Y'all might as well take Guy and Danny Shelton in there too. Take all the big people.
Well, look, man. The Boogeyman culture, we just don't show up on defense. We on special teams showing up. We showing up in the kicking game. Like, whatever you want to see is that we going to show up. You know, so, I mean, when big plays are happening, for you viewers out there on TV and stuff like that, yeah, it's the Patriot defense, and it's our culture. But you look at that jersey number and see if that's a member of that Boogeyman crew. And I guarantee, half of it is, so, hey.
Coming up, got the Jets, Monday Night Football. Darnold's back.
Do you like Monday Night Football?
Nah, I don't like Monday Night Football. For one, I don't like night games. You sit around all day. The away games.
I'll be having that juice in the night game.
The away games, you're cooped up in a hotel for most of the day. I mean, you can go walk around. The home games may even be worse because then you got to come home and listen to your wife and kids as you're trying to mentally get ready for this game, and your kids sitting around asking you to play with stuff, but you're trying to stay locked in on the game. But hopefully my kids won't see this. But I'm not a big fan of that. Then Monday night sucked because you play Monday, you're off Tuesday. Then next thing you know, you're right back, and coaches are on you because now it's a short week as you get ready for the next game. But it is what it is. Primetime football is always fun. Once you get to that game and you're warming up in pregame, everybody and their mamas down there for the pregame on the field, pregame passes. And once the ball kicks off, it's showtime underneath the lights.
And it'll be a good game. Division game, obviously.
Sam Darnold's back,
the
so
Jets
it won't be
will
like
come
the
in
first game.
They'll come in there on fire. They beat Dallas, America's team. And now they get to play against us, so all at home. So I'm sure the energy in the stadium will be awesome. Like you just said, Sam Darnold is obviously back. When you get your guy back running the offense,
quarterback is.
It just changes a lot.
A huge thing. Him making throws, scrambling a little bit, a 92-yard pass, to Robbie Anderson. Plays like that just energize the offense. So it's like as we watch our first game and then you watch them versus the Cowboys,
totally different.
You can tell with Sam Darnold in there, it's gonna be. Le'Veon Bell's able to have a rest, you know what I mean? He's able to know exactly where Gaze wants to go. And then not only that, Sam Darnold being back, seeing our guy out there, DT, Demarius, making plays out there for them, forcing penalty down in the red zone, catching over routes, making plays. So,
that man watch his film. You hear him watch that film.
Yeah, gonna be a tough challenge, but one you look forward to, like you just said. There's definitely no love lost for the Jets when you come to this organization. So,
is that one of your favorite teams to play against, the Jets?
I don't know. I done had a lot of teams played against.
All right, man.
A lot of prime time. A
lot
of prime time.
that long.
A lot of prime time games for me, man.
Yeah.
You're still like a young vet, but I mean, you are a captain now, so I mean, I gotta watch what I say.
And I haven't missed a Super Bowl, so it's kind of crazy for me.
Couldn't Jay say the same thing in his 11-year career?
Nope.
He's missed a lot of Super Bowls.
Hey, but you a champ.
You can't really say I've missed a lot of them
Because you've been to them.
I've been to the city and the site of 5 of them. So I mean,
It's pretty impressive.
you know what I mean. Family member playing, it's all the same.
5 out of 11, it is kind of impressive. 5 out of 10.
I've been on the
actually.
field for 2 of the celebrations too. So I mean, when you think of it, I mean,
y'all twins, you really got 4.
you know, I
Nah,
mean,
he got 1.
yeah,
I got 3.
he ain't share none.
I got
He
3.
ain't share none of the money with me. So it's a
Y'all
little bit
like
different.
that? XFL had a draft today.
What's
Yeah.
cool is that when you see it, like you see the names, you're just like, dang, I remember Cardell Jones. I remember Matt McGloin. Like I played against McGloin when he was in Oakland for a
Trey McBride was on your team. He got drafted in the second round.
You know what I mean? So it's like, dang, I ain't know Trey got drafted. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Do
So
we
you-
think the league's gonna work though? That's what it's about. Guys got drafted in the
AFL.
AFL.
Yeah.
They just
AAF, I'm sorry.
AFL was arena.
My bad.
they just cut that. That was just gone.
Yo, that was awful too. Like I knew a trainer that was a head trainer in Memphis.
But them
He was just
quarterbacks was
like,
getting hit so hard.
so hard, so hard, and it was just like, yeah, they just came in like
This
that's
over
it.
with.
Like I hope it does last though.
I mean, this got Vince McMahon in it.
Yeah.
He got big pockets.
It'd be a good way to see kind of guys, you know what I mean, not quite making it in the league for whatever reasons, but being able to have a place to play football, especially if it can get viewers, it'll last. You know what I mean?
Maybe they get back in the league.
Yeah, who knows? Zion Williamson. I mean, why is this guy not lining up playing tight end for somebody?
Hey, would you knock Zion out if he got put on pads?
Hey, is it dark outside yet? Shit.
Could you stop him from dunking on you?
5'11".
If that.
I don't think nobody in the NBA can stop him from dunking on him.
Man, he's
hey,
been
look,
impressive though, man.
That's his game. This my game. I'm gonna leave that to him.
I think they say he's had the most points
But he's shooting, but
by
then not even
by a rookie preseason ever. Not
then
ever,
he's
but
like
in the last
12
couple
of
years.
13. Like, man's not missing a shot. It's impressive.
Did you guys know
It
that baseball's in the playoffs?
No, I didn't.
What? Did y'all hear about them Astros?
I was just about to say that being from
Where y'all
Houston,
from?
New York.
New York, the Yankees.
Interesting.
The Yankees dominate.
Interesting.
Who the Astros beat?
Fake fans.
Fake fans.
Fake
boy,
Yankees.
boy,
Who we
fake
playing? Who we
fans.
playing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right,
You tell me.
The Yankees.
Oh, okay. I don't
No, but
watch
who they
baseball.
beat?
No, y'all still playing.
No, who did the Astros beat?
They're playing the Yankees.
Who did they beat last round?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we had that Thursday night game.
Fake fans.
Is baseball
it was a
baseball
quick turnaround
playoffs
for
just
me.
in a bad time of the year? You got college football games. South Carolina just beat Georgia, upset City. You got
How's,
the
Oh,
NFL.
baseball ain't never over.
how's Houston doing? The football team, the college in which you attended.
I don't know, man. I think them guys having a rough year over there, man. Not
So for
that.
him, that's why he's watching baseball.
Yo,
I
yeah.
guess that's why we
Show
should.
the
Definitely.
sign, bro. Who you roll with now?
Definitely. Oh, but
You
just having a
roll,
rough
you
year
roll
over
with UT now, huh? Texas.
Huh?
You roll with Texas now?
Well, I support Texas. Coach. I had a lot of coaches over there and
Did
stuff
Texas
like that.
support you coming out of high school?
Huh? Well, my coaches that's there now wasn't there.
Okay.
But I feel like if they was there, they would have supported me the same way.
Texas just brought in Chris Ash from Rutgers.
Hmm.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. You combine Texas and Rutgers, you bound to probably not get a great product. But hey.
Now, when Erod first got to this team,
Oh man, y'all gonna
you
like
had
this
a
story.
conversation with him?
I'm in the cafeteria one morning. I'm just trying to eat my breakfast, man. Like I get me a nice little breakfast, and some little linebacker come over to me. As you guys see, our linebackers usually big. Erod just said he 5'11". Little buddy come over to me and he says, "Hey man, you feel me? Like I know I'm out here trying to learn this. You feel me? But like this passing stuff, because we were in spring, we were in OTAs, just helmets. That ain't my thing, bro. Like, that's not what I do. Like, I'm just trying to fill in and do what they ask. You feel me? But when we put them pads on and I can hit somebody, you gonna see, D. You gonna see, bro. I'm telling you." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, man, cool."
Sound
like,
good.
I'm like, "Man, who is this dude? Like, it's some rookie that." I'm like, who? First day we put them pads on.
He
This little
reintroduced
dude
himself.
was running downhill, hitting linemen, smacking people. By the end of the first day with pads, people was like, "Hey man, that joker E-Rob out here hitting." I was thoroughly impressed because usually when guys come up there and they tell you stuff, you like.
It don't-
And
it
then
don't pan out.
I found out he went to Houston, so I'm like, Buddy probably used to hitting 250-pound linemen, bro. Like, this the big leagues. Like, this ain't that league you played in. Like, this is real football. But,
Y'all see what I got to deal with every day.
hey,
that's
needless
tough.
And
to
then when
say.
his brother came, you just give up now.
Hey, I gave it to him, though. He came in, he
Double
was really
trouble.
smacking people.
Man, show the people your shirt though, man.
Oh yeah, you know, got the dark grind right
So
here.
for you guys
man.
that don't know,
Yeah,
E-Rob, that's his saying, dark grind. That's what he
Motto,
goes
man.
by. That's what he lives by. Could you explain to people what dark grind, what does that concept mean to you?
Well, dark grind is something that's kind of within everybody. You know, everybody got their own dark grind. You know, a lot of people talk about the grind, and I can explain to you, J Mac. I can explain to you, Dev, what's my grind. You know, and vice versa, y'all can explain it to me. But that grind within yourself, like nobody ever understand it. You know, so as you grind, you're gonna be like, you're gonna get to a point, you're gonna be like, dang man, I keep explaining this stuff to people, but they not understanding. Like, it just feel like I'm by myself with my own grind. And realistically, you are. You know, you in the grind. I mean, you in the dark with your own grind. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people say a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's really not. You know, and if you start seeing that light in your dark grind, then you really don't have the same compassion for it no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I go by. You know, that's why I go by every day a dark grind, because at the end of the day, I know every day what I'm getting up for. But if I explain it to somebody else, it's not their fault that they don't know. You know, it's not their grind, but it's mine. So it's a dark grind.
So the people at home may want one. I know your teammates want one. Like, is there any way for anybody else to get any dark grind T-shirts?
Well, look, the T-shirts coming soon. Look, I know I've been telling y'all this forever.
Since when?
But look,
Since April?
Yeah, I've been telling y'all for a minute that it was coming. But look, I'm for real. Look, if y'all don't have y'all shirts by at least Thanksgiving, hey, y'all got to give me that bye week, man. Y'all know I go back to Houston, man. I can pick them things up, man. Y'all know, so don't worry about it.
You gonna fly back with boxes of T-shirts? You a real one.
Boxes, and we're gonna get it popping.
Question that people want to know: why do you hit so hard?
I don't know. It just happened.
It's just in you.
Was
I
you
just
like
run
that
into people.
and like like youth football when you first started?
Man, well, I've been playing since I was 3, but I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. No,
Since
no
you was
lie.
what?
Since I was 3 years old.
What was you doing?
Flag.
They got flag football at 3?
Yeah.
Oh, that
But
must have been brutal for parents to have to watch.
Nah, they serious about it down there. I'm telling you, I was just talking to my kinfolk on the phone. He talking about how they beefing with the other coaches because they flag teams. Like, man, it's kids, but they don't care.
For all the people watching not from Texas, kinfolk means his family back home.
Yeah, but man, we was talking about hitting it. I got a funny story for y'all. No lie. You ask my pops whenever he up. So one day, Emmitt Smith was on TV. My dad and them always tell me the story. I was like 2 years old, and I was like in my linebacker stance. I'm gonna hit him, and like, bro, I forgot who they was playing, man, and like they could not stop Emmitt. And I hate the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I hate the Dallas Cowboys because everybody in Texas liked them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. So my dad say, bro, I just got my linebacker stance. He broke another run. I read it to the TV. Wow. And my dad was like, and you know, at the time they had them big screens, like with them big backs on them. So my dad was like, calling my mama, like, you better come get him, because I'm about to tear him up. I just got this TV. Like, I hate the TV. Boom. And I was like, I tackled him, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody could tackle Emmitt Smith. And
No plastic helmet or nothing. Just
nothing, head first.
Well,
and
when
to
you
this
wanna
day,
know why he hit so hard,
bro,
boy,
to this
missing
day,
a
he
few
always,
screws up top.
he always remind me of that. I always want that TV. Like, to
Top
this day.
top 5 linebackers that you love watching growing up while playing. Just top 5 linebackers you like to watch.
Man, me coming up, it had to be Ray Lewis, number 1, Patrick Willis. Man, I liked Urlacher just because, like, even though, you know, he was first ballot, like, a lot of people doubted him, you know, and stuff like that when he went through. Man, that was...
Any current guys that you like when you're watching film, it's just like, man, whenever I turn him on, I like to watch him. Good player.
Man, you know what's crazy is I used to, like, even though this guy, I feel like, you know, he's still a great player. He just at the end of his road. Sean Lee. Like, I used to try to figure out, bro, how is he making these plays?
Straight playmaker.
You know, and he was hot, you know, and of course injuries got him, but man, I used to be like, bro, how he seen it? How he seen this? Like, cause I wanted to want to, of course, get my game to being a difference maker. You know, he's getting interceptions. He's just in the right place. You thinking like, man, he just always in the right place at the right time. But it's like, nah, like, you know, he's seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So that's like one backer that I still to this day, like, you know, and I text Sean from time to time, and I ask him like certain things he's seen.
Yeah, he sees.
Yeah, so
Who's the fastest linebacker on the team?
me, hands down. I
Hands
line
down.
them all up.
We got a lot of athletes in there. I had to ask that question.
Hey, I line them all up.
Bill,
I don't know, but Chase Winovich, man, that I don't. Sometimes I think
And Chase gonna outrun you. He gonna keep going.
he gonna keep.
Yeah,
I got him for 40.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all better not let a rookie come in and beat
I
y'all
got
in the
him
race.
for 40.
Bill grades your on the field play along with Mayo. How would Tori grade you as a dad?
Oh, you know she gonna give me.
Let's go with elite, average, below average.
I say with this time of the year, she's gonna give me average, cause I do not wake up in the middle of the night.
I respect the I respect
She
the
gonna
honesty
give me
in that.
average, cause it's some. I mean, I'm telling you, like some nights when the baby crying, I just peek at it and I'll be like, I ain't waking up, like, and I see her just struggling. I'll be like,
you don't hear her?
I'm not waking up, man. Like, just stay asleep.
Not happening.
And in the morning, I kiss her and the baby goodbye.
See
Love
when
you.
I get back.
See you when I get back.
Now the delivery room. How was that for you? Scary, all in, like, yo, I can't believe it.
Did you
Or was
coach it
just
up?
Like,
Or
ooh.
was you like,
Man,
whoa,
I'm telling you, bro. I was coaching, bro. I'm head coach. I'm telling you, man. I was like, look, breathe. You know, cause we did hypnobirthing classes, so I'm trying to keep her mind right. You know what I'm saying? And what a better voice than her husband, me. You know, so I'm keeping her. I'm telling her, you know, what the people told me to tell her. You know, I'm coaching. You know, we coaching what we need to coach. So I'm telling her, and man, it was, bro. I would never tell nobody to miss their childbirth, especially the first one, you know, and it's a beautiful experience. Like, it was crazy. Like, would I want to do it all over again? Maybe, you know,
Little
2
later,
3 years,
later.
you know, later down the line. But, like, that, it's a beautiful experience. And you see, like, everything, like, the female go through, you know, and stuff like that. And it makes you appreciate your wife even more. Yeah.
For sure. This man made it back childbirth, then was at the preseason game when we played Carolina. So that's the type of commitment you get from your captain.
Hey,
So
what's going on in your group chat, bro?
what's going on in group chat? Mike Leach.
Did y'all see that?
I saw that.
Mike Leach, Washington State head coach, put a ban on social media for the whole team. He said the team is
Can you even do that?
Said team is too distracted. They started off the season 3-0, and I think they dropped either 2 or 3
Last two.
games before the bye week. I think it was UCLA and Arizona State.
Yeah.
And he was like, "We're not paying it. We're not locked in. No social media."
But can you do that?
So,
You
like,
take people's phones?
they can't post on their social
They
media.
can't be on social media, so
You
they
can't
can
post. You can't stop me from scrolling.
But they
through
could be in
Twitter.
there creeping on. But I mean, they can't post. Kids love posting.
Can't like a tweet. Can't like a photo.
They
I
see-
mean, you know, they took that.
They
thing
took
off,
that
so
off
you can't
Instagram.
even see it no
Yeah.
more.
You remember how you used to be able to
yeah.
scroll and see who liked what? You can't see that no more.
So yeah, so I don't know how they monitor it, but Mike Lee said no, it's over with.
You know how many guys were sitting there like, oh, my girl can't see what I'm doing on Instagram no more? Back in them streets. Be careful out there, though.
But what they gonna? What I mean, what
They
gonna tell the school? Or y'all can't put.
Yeah, we gonna.
You know, that's a lot of exposure for the school
Well,
through
no,
social
maybe
media.
maybe he just decides not to play you.
No, I'm talking about for the school though. You know, the school has a football
Yeah.
page at their own social media. That's
But
gonna.
Mike
Yeah.
Leach might be like, we need to
So,
win
but
games.
no, but if I'm a player though, if I can't post, the school can't post either.
Nah, they don't have to win games. That's their job. Your job to win these games, Mike Leach said.
Not job. You're not getting paid.
You're not.
Soon you will. Soon you will.
California, but it ain't there yet.
What my
So-
man Sherman said, I hope it ends the NCAA.
Did you see the speech that the little kid, Pop Warner kid, was hyping his team
Man, I
up?
seen that.
He would
I
better.
seen
He would
Better than Dev's pregame speeches? Because I know the Patriots posted every week. I'm like,
Man, I
this
be
one was
like,
alright.
dang, the day they come to the linebacker, the boogeyman, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have one ready. But they don't never come over there, so
Nah,
you
they
know.
don't. They be
They,
ready.
y'all don't even never see. I'm telling you, bro.
We didn't even
pregame
know they was coming over there.
Man.
We just go.
Little
over
man
there.
was good though, man. He was
And
fired
he gave
up.
it to the whole team. It's
Fired
the
up.
whole
They definitely
team.
got to win. They definitely won that.
Dang, we need to find that out though if they won that game because we don't know that.
Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of, I said Sherm said in the NCAA, what we think of the coin toss? Shake hands? Did we not shake hands? Like, what? It was a lot of going on over
I love
there.
Sherm, man. Passionate dude, elite cornerback. Well, I don't know how that all came about, man. When they showed the video of him shaking everybody's hand, I was just like, dang, man. But maybe all caught up in the emotions, he's ready to go. Maybe he just didn't feel the love there from Baker, but I mean, he shook everybody's hand. I don't know what else to tell you about that, man. He shook their hand. Like, it is what it is, bro. Shook your hand.
So
But
oh,
you know,
what
it's
got?
my first year at the coin toss, and the only thing that I to be on this one, the only thing that I find just weird to me is when defensive players get up there, and they all they don't wanna eyeing and doing this and doing that, and you shake hands, they get back, they don't shake your hand, and across from you, it's all defensive players. You
We not
not
even
going
playing.
They ain't
against
even going
us.
against each other.
Tom over there throwing the ball. Like, you not showing me anything. You know what I'm
I
saying?
Not intimidated
you're
by
not
that.
I'm not.
intimidated.
I ain't
won't
gotta go
see you.
against you. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good point. I never thought
It
about
just
that.
be crazy to
It's
me,
a solid
man.
point, man. Nick Saban, yeah.
Yo, so you got Mike Leach banned social media. Nick Saban going there. He straight tell the media, y'all hype these dudes up too much. Y'all over here talking all this nonsense about Tua. I'm telling Tua what he need to get better on.
But
what
at
he
the
need to work
same
on.
time, that type of hype is what drives the young high school athlete who's watching them talk about Bama this, Bama that, Bama this, Bama that, two of this, two of that.
Not the national championships.
But I'm just saying, obviously that comes along with it. But if I'm
Nick
a young
Saban
kid,
said, kiss the ring.
if I'm a young kid and you keep seeing them blowing up too, and I'm the next quarterback and Alabama's recruiting me, you don't think that helps with recruiting?
I mean, maybe, but I kind of appreciated Nick Saban's approach. Like, man, we out here trying to coach young men. We taking kids that come in 17, 18 years old. We trying to make them young men that can go off and be a positive aspect to society. We don't need y'all in here acting like everybody the greatest thing since sliced bread.
They want to do all that, then give them boys a stipend when they leave the game.
Nick Saban probably making sure they get paid in Alabama. So, hey,
Nick better get ready for Hurts, cause Hurts coming.
that is
Hurts
hey,
coming.
if
That's who he-
That's
a
gonna
meeting
be
in
fun.
that,
That what
that'll be a nice to watch.
Hurts coming.
First time on double coverage, we got the NORMATEC comeback of the week. Who we giving it to?
Coco Gauff. I've been waiting to give Coco Gauff something. 15 years old. She, obviously, you've seen her jump on the scene. She was at Wimbledon, beat Venus at Wimbledon. Venus was only 44th in the world. So at this point, at the Wimbledon and then at the U.S. Open, she had, great buzz. Won, made it pretty far, but she had never beat anybody in the top 44 because Venus was the highest ranked player.
I lost to Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka gave her that work. She goes to the Lens Open. Let me tell you how the Lens Open, though. She doesn't make it in qualifying. She loses. Somebody gets injured, has to withdraw. Coco come back. Coco don't just come back for
Coco
fun.
comes back.
Coco comes back, beats the number 8 player in the world, and goes on to win her first title. One of the youngest players to ever win. I think the last person to win close to that age was Venus back in, I don't remember the year. But Coco Gauff, comeback of the week after having a great show at the U.S. Open, at Wimbledon, and falling short, and it was a great moral victories, and everyone, she wanted to win. And I thought it was awesome to see. Obviously, she put in the work.
She put on them NORMATEC boots. She got back out there, recovered, went out there, and she whooped some butt.
Shout out Coco Gauff, first ever NORMATEC comeback of the week. We're going to send you your cash in the mail.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Segment. Who lost the weekend? Who you got? Lost the weekend. Who won? Let's start good news first, man. Who won the weekend?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, my guy,
I hate
Zach.
to do this.
My guy, Zach Brown, man.
J-Mac
ZB.
played with ZB in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm watching the post game interview.
Hold on. Let me lay the lay.
Yeah, I guess
lay the layout.
Tell the people, man.
So going into the week, Zach Brown,
who plays for the Eagles?
played with
linebacker.
Kirk Cousins in Washington a couple years ago, and he comes out before the game and he says, "Listen, great offense. Kirk Cousins the weakest link of the offense."
He played with him in Washington. He saw it in practice on a daily basis. Weak link.
Kirk Cousins throws, I think it was 400 yards?
No, 300 yards.
300,
4 touchdown passes.
344 yards and 4 touchdown passes and a victory over the Eagles. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, On Monday, the Eagles released Zach Brown, who had actually, I think, been playing pretty good football for him. But don't quote me. I haven't watched much of the Eagles defense.
I'm watching ZB in the post game. Obviously, the first question they asked him was about Kirk Cousins. I'm only answering questions about the game. But Kirk Cousins played so well. Any more questions that don't involve? I'm like, Zach, you the one who talked about Kirk Cousins before the game. So, but watching that, I'm dying laughing because if you know Zach, like, that is exactly something ZB would say. So, really good player that will probably bounce
What's
back.
y'all thoughts on talking trash to guys before the game in the media? You with it? You not with it?
I feel like, you know, hey, you say what you say, you
Just
better back it up. You know, that's it. You know, just like, you know, it's a lot of offensive guys that come out here and they say what they say. Just back it up.
Back it up.
That's all you got to do.
I remember in the Super Bowl, Reynolds said, if we go man
If it's
to
a man game they want to play, it's a man game we'll give them.
Who lost the weekend?
Referees, man. It's like
Referees across the world or just the referees in the NFL? I think from watching what we've been watching the last couple of weeks, referees hurting everywhere. Like for Halloween, I would not dress my kid up as a ref this year.
Or if you do, just say that they're a Foot Locker employee.
He won't be the worst dressed because there will be kids that dress up as Donald Trump. And if they come to the door, they might not get no candy. But he'll probably be second worst dressed Halloween. Yeah, if you haven't seen any of those memes, they have these kids dressed up as Trump and people have been commenting, if they come to my door, they ain't getting no candy.
Or they're going to start poisoning the candy again.
They got the hat on, too?
They got the whole toupee on, bro.
Man.
People wrong for that, man. Before we get out of here, we got our athlete, more than an athlete, going to Brandon Carr of the Baltimore Ravens.
Who's more than an athlete brought to you by?
Nationwide.
How you say it, though?
Nationwide is on your side. Like I said, Brandon Carr of the Baltimore Ravens, Week 5 NFL Community MVP, after pledging to donate $12,500 per game with a total of $200,000 this season to fund free screenings and diagnostic mammograms through the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Awesome effort by him.
That's dope there.
Shout out Crucial Catch because they had the energy Thursday night. When we walked out for pregame, they were all lining up, getting ready to take the field. And as soon as we walked out the locker room, they were like,
fired up. I was like, oh, we come out the back. I was like, what's going on?
Crucial Catch, they brought the energy. That's for sure.
Yeah, beautiful to see that, man. As a reminder, you can find us on iTunes or YouTube. All you have to do is search Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. Make sure.
And when you search it and you find it, I just need you to give out one of the biggest, Mama, we made it!
And after you do that, please click the little button that says subscribe. That's a little bit more important than that stuff.
Well, do it. No, do it after you click subscribe because you haven't made it until you subscribe. So when you go, Mama, we made it!
Thank you to our partners at Boston Medical Center and Embrace Kids Foundation, and also our new partner in NORMATEC. I appreciate you guys, and a special thank you to Elandon Roberts, a.k.a. E-Rob, a.k.a. Dark Grind, and now you know what it means.
And we'll be bringing you a T-shirt for this, so it won't take as long as yours took. Yeah.
Hey, look, appreciate y'all having. Mama, we made it!